Yeah.
We did it.
What did we do?
We survived 2021.
Oh, yeah, we did. Woo, I guess.
Yeah, we did it. Now we could go to the year 2022, right? Because everyone's favorite year was the year 2020, so they decided to do a sequel to it.
Oh God, no! That's not what people decided on.
What do you mean?
I wish
Why else would they call it? Why else would they call this year 2022 if people didn't love the year 2020, the best year for our generation? All right.
Because there's a number in a sequence. That's why.
Oh.
Okay?
But what?
Yeah,
Hey.
that's.
But you know what? We're an obligatory movie channel, right? Quote unquote movie channel. Quote unquote. Quote. Right? And like any obligatory movie channel, quote unquote, quote, right? We have to do it an obligatory best and worst of 2021 review for movies. Quote unquote, quote, right?
Do we have to?
Yes, we have to. If we don't do a best and worst of 2021 movies, how else are we gonna be a real movie channel?
By reviewing movies and still being about movie content?
No, but we gotta do a best and worst movies of 2021. Alright, so it's gonna be a two-parter. I think this is gonna be uploaded first. Best movies will be uploaded next week or some shit. Right? So here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's what makes us different from the audience, from the other people, right? We don't do movies that were released in the year 2021. We're gonna do movies that we saw in 2021, all right? Right? That's how you stay ahead of the curve, right? Right? That's how you be different. That's how when the president tells you to go to the White House, you go to the Capitol instead.
No.
Hey, don't worry. By the time this video gets uploaded, hey, only 2 days left to the anniversary.
Wait, really?
Because today is January 4th, 2022. Only 2 days to the anniversary of our favorite date on the channel that we established.
Oh Jesus, really?
Yeah, hey, what a crazy year 2022 has been so far. I'm so glad we haven't had a second insurrection yet.
My God.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, just you wait.
All right.
It's gonna happen.
All right, yeah. So we each of us have 5 movies that we saw on the channel in the year 2021. We're gonna do. There is no list for any of this, so no what order we put them is not our best and like our numerical ranking for these movies. These are just 5 movies we saw, right? I didn't put these in any specific order. I just went through our movie and tried to figure out what movie I hated the most watching this year. Last year, whatever the fuck, right? Right. All right. So how do you decide who wants to go first?
Well, we could always use the traditional coin flip.
All right, let's flip the coin in live action. Let's cut to the footage of you flipping the coin.
I'm not recording anything, so I don't know what you plan on putting.
Oh, okay. And don't worry. Don't worry. This is still 1930s Hollywood stock footage that's going over this bit.
We still on the archival footage from the
Look,
1930s?
hey, this is royalty-free stock footage, all right? I don't have to pay anyone for this footage, all right?
I mean,
or credit anyone for this footage, all right? This is all I love this royalty-free 1920s black and white Hollywood stock footage, alright? It's so amazing! Just like this footage is happening right now on screen. Wow! Would you look at that thing that happened that they did in the 1920s in Hollywood? Imagine if this was in color! Wow, what a great scene! Wow!
You think they saw in color back in the day?
What? No. Oh, did they? Do you think they saw in color? Yes. There was a very way that they saw in color, with very specific colors,
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
All right.
Yes,
all right. I'm gonna call heads. All right.
All right. Let me go ahead and get. Okay. How about this? Do you want to use, because since we have we're spoiled for choice here. Would you like to use a dime or a quarter?
Oh, let's use a dime. because nobody
Okay,
uses
we can-
dimes, right?
Yeah, that's why. Well, you know what? Until now, apparently.
Yeah. Don't lose that dime though. Those dimes are very small.
Okay, you called heads, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, fuck. No.
Oh,
That's
oh,
terrible.
oh, okay,
We're
okay,
redoing
okay,
that
okay.
shit.
Well, we're redoing
No,
it.
that flip was too good.
Did you lose the coin?
I may have lost the call.
Oh my god. Okay, I have a dice, okay? Odds or
Nope,
even?
I found it. I
Okay.
found it.
Okay.
No, but we're still doing this.
Okay,
Alright?
no,
You
no, no,
can't
no, no.
stop
I'm
me.
gonna roll a dice to see if we
Nope,
flip a coin.
nope. I'm gonna flip. I already flipped it. It's flipping. It's flipped. It's done. And what did you call again?
I call heads.
Well, fuck you. You got heads.
Okay, alright, we're starting, alright? So welcome to the worst movie we saw in 2021. A clickbait title.
Granted that since we did like a very bad intro, I think it's very good that it's attached to the worst list.
Yeah. And what do you mean? What do you mean? These videos we done are professional, alright? How else would you explain the 1920s black and white Hollywood stock footage that's going up before we transition into the movie trailers for the movies we're talking about, alright?
Oh my god. Yeah. Okay.
Alright. Alright, so the first movie I have on my list is Cruella by
Oh,
Disney.
why
I did not like that movie.
Why did you hate Cruella?
Boy, hey, look, that movie try to make Cruella too fucking complex of a character for me to like her, right? I mean, well, not like her, right? For me to understand her origin, right? Right? Look, once you have your main villain of a movie be killing puppies to make a circle, I don't know how you make a good backstory for that to reason with this character, right?
I mean, problem with that movie is like they just failed to really lean into her character and decided to redeem her in the sort of way. But
Yeah.
I'm like, but she's gonna kill puppies later on. She legitimately is trying to kill puppies in that movie. How are you gonna redeem her for that?
Right,
pretty fucking bad.
or show her to sell. I was watching for the breaking point, right? For like the tipping point, like this is the moment where she decides she's gonna kill puppies, right? Like this is it.
Mhm.
This is where she saw her parents get shot, right? Where she makes her
Oh
big
my God.
revelation to be like, I'm gonna go skin some puppies, right? But no, she's just I just didn't like how the character of Cruella was portrayed, right? I have nothing against Emma Stone. Emma Stone's a great actress and all that stuff, right? But I just didn't like her character in that movie, right?
Right.
Like, I know she's a fucking dick and everything, but boy, she's a real fucking dick, right, in that movie. Right, I know she's like
Yeah.
supposed to be like this obnoxious fucking woman, right? But the two guys that were with her was like, boy, hey, Stockholm syndrome's real, alright? If you're in trouble, please seek help, alright? Right, like those guys could have left her years ago, and she's really ungrateful if you think about it throughout the entire movie, right? She's like this, like I think she's supposed to be like this smug, ungrateful character, but boy, she's super. I just didn't like her character now. I didn't like her character for make her impact me like a villain, like Joker or Thanos or stuff like that, right? Or right.
Right.
To make her like a villain I want to reason. I was just like, you're just not a good human being, right? Right? Or right? It's like I was expecting like some emotional villain backstory for her, right? Right? But she
right.
just because of like as a very generic villain character, like hoo he, let me go skin some puppies or whatever the fuck, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably would have ended better if they had it at the end where it's like, wait, don't kill her. She's your mom. Considering that her mom is actually the
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That was the plot twist at the end, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that plot twist. And I'm like, no, you don't kill her. She's your mom. And it's like, well, I don't have a mother anymore, and have the dogs kill her.
Right. I would have liked it better if
or
they
something
kept.
like that.
I would have liked it better if they did like one of those better things where she kept the mom alive, but she had her mom, like the Baroness character, like actually have a super hard fall from the top of the pyramid, from the pyramid, right, to the bottom, right?
Right.
And then just have her living like ooh boy, you're now gonna live forever. You're gonna have to live in the streets or wherever the fuck. Right? While I sit atop of the crown of the throne you once sat at, right? I would like that better, but no, I didn't. Her character wasn't a big fan of her character in that movie.
Yeah, they tried to make her too sympathetic, and it just kind of backfired on them a little
Yeah.
bit.
So that was my first worst movie of the year, Cruella.
hmm So, I guess for my first one, and just a reminder, it's not like the first is the worst or last is the worst or anything.
Yeah.
These are all generally the worst. I'm not ranking them in any way.
Yep.
First I have on the list is Tiptoes.
Oh, Tiptoes. With Gary Oldman.
Yeah, with Gary Oldman as a little person, and then
Matthew McConaughey.
God,
I forgot about that movie too. That we reviewed this year. What a fucking movie!
I don't know why it's a thing. I honestly don't know why, and it takes such a weird turn.
Right.
Like it's so odd. Like the whole love triangle thing was the most batshit insane thing I've ever seen in my life. Like I could not believe what I was seeing on screen, because the chemistry in general between anybody is fucking bad. All right, and then it's just like, God, you got that weird bit where it's like for some reason Peter Dinklage is in the movie.
Yeah.
And he's not the main character.
Well, to be fair, this movie was made in 2004, 2000.
Okay, if you're talking about if it was different in the time.
No, not that. No, I'm talking about with Peter Dinklage, right? Right? Because what is it? Right? Because we all know he became famous because of Game of Thrones and everything, right? That's when he became a name in Hollywood, right?
Right.
Right? Like what movie was?
I suppose so.
What was Tiptoes?
Yeah,
what was Tiptoes' release date? 2003, right?
Look, all I'm gonna say is even if he was relatively unknown then, putting
an actual little person in a main role would have been way better than having Gary Oldman walk around on his knees.
That's the thing. You actually cast little people within the film.
Like there was actual little people within the film. That's what made it worse.
Let them act out the story that you wrote for them. You know, when this is like you get Gary Oldman, who's like very obviously pretending. And well, I'm like he is still a phenomenal actor. He was still like the best acting in that movie in general. I'm not gonna lie, but it's so obvious, you know. It's so obvious, and it's just like you get Peter Dinklage, and I'm just like you could put him in there. I mean, he's also doing like I don't like his character, just to be clear, but he is still some of the best acting as well. I'm like you really could have just switched the two, and it would have been fine. Well, I mean, I say fine. The story is still fucking garbage as shit, and I still don't know what they were trying to do with the movie. But because it just kind of ends, it's like they were kind of in the beginning talking about like, oh, little people, you know, they're people too kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I thought we were going for, but then instead of focusing on that, they took a hard left and started making this into a love triangle drama of all things, a melodrama. And it's just I don't understand why it happens. Like Matthew McConaughey's character has such a weird dislike of little people after a bit for some fucking reason.
Yeah, because he feared his child was gonna be a little person, right?
Yeah, or something like that.
Boy, real quick, does that actually how genetics work? Like that, right? Right. Once again, me being a misinformed viewers, right? If your parents are little people, right, and you're born and you're not a little boy, how do I, right?
If you're not a little person, just like your
right.
Are.
And then if you have a child, how does that gene? How does that work? Right? Is it a gene? That
it is. I think there is a genetic factor with that. I'll have to look it up. But if anything, it's usually like if you carry one half of a gene, right, and somebody else happens to have another half, you may end up having a child. You know,
right?
That will end up basically obtaining both traits and then you know having that become a dominant trait.
Right. So that means in the case of Matthew McConaughey, right? So he would have half a gene of the boy. Is it little person gene? Is that what they call it? I'm pretty sure that is 100% not the correct scientific term.
But we know what you mean.
Right. And then he married Kate Winslet. Was it Kate Winslet character or fuck who was it?
Wasn't it
Kate Beckinsale. Right? Yeah, Kate Beckinsale, right? Right? That means
Was it
what?
Kate Beckinsale?
Yeah, it was Kate Beckinsale. I remember because she agreed to be in that movie because she wanted to wear her stupid fucking hat. That has no
Oh,
meaning.
yeah.
That has
Yeah.
no meaning to us, the audience, unless we were well aware of her fucking hat story. Yeah.
God.
Alright, so that means what? He would carry 50, and then, okay, so that means with the child, that means the child would only have a 50% chance at that point, right? Being born. Is that how that would work? Right?
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Potentially, okay. So just to be clear to the audience, I don't really know the science on this.
Yeah, but none of us are scientists. We should let the audience know we are not scientists or gene experts, alright?
We're not geneticists.
I studied Martin. Fuck, wait, it wasn't Martin Luther. Was it Martin Luther? Who's the guy that did the plant stuff? That did the plant thing?
That wasn't Martin Luther. I'll tell you that.
Fuck, who did the plant study?
What plant study? There are millions of plant studies. What are you talking
about? You know that thing in fucking elementary, middle school? They made you study about plants. The guy that studied plants, cross plant species, whatever.
No.
What? You didn't study that? You didn't have that? I don't remember that at all. In elementary? Was it? I think it was middle school for me. You didn't have that?
I mean,
wasn't that? Did you have that period where you study that?
I mean, you have to remember, Austin. It's been a long fucking time since I've been in either elementary or middle school.
Oh, that's right. Fuck, I can't remember. Whatever. In middle school, they made us learn about some guy that study how crossbreeding plant works. Right. That's it. I don't remember who the fuck it was. I think this guy lived in like the 15th century or some shit.
I bet his name was Mr. Plants.
Ooh. Okay, but yeah.
His name was Mr. Plants.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but yeah. Okay, continue what you were saying.
Anyway, the movie's shit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so I guess now we're going to the second.
All right, my second worst movie of this year was Alone.
Which one?
Yeah, that's the question, man. Which Alone am I talking about? Because we reviewed 4 movies that were all titled Alone. Technically three. But one of them was based on Alone. I'm talking about the bad Alone movie. The one with the deaf woman in the cabin in the woods. God, that movie was fucking bad. Because I didn't understand the plot of that movie, right?
There was no plot. Because for some reason they're trying to make it seem like it's a way for her to empower herself. I'm like, this is the most bullshit reason for you having a blind woman going out and killing a cabin full of just random people.
Right? Because when we watched, I legitimately thought going into that movie it was gonna be like Don't Breathe, right? Right?
Yeah.
Right? With exception where the blind person isn't an actual kidnapper, right? Right? So I thought this was just gonna be like an actual movie about a blind woman having to defend herself from home invaders or something. But no, this movie took a complete 180 to the point where we were legitimately confused.
Yeah.
Like the first act pretty much set up the blind woman living in the house by herself, right? And we're like, okay, we're setting up the premise. Here's a blind woman. Hey, you're in the cabin in the woods. Don't know why you would leave a blind woman in the cabin in the woods by herself for a weekend or some shit, right? And then the movie just cuts to like a bunch of teenagers, like, hey, yo, we're teenagers, bada bing, bada boom. Let's go watch The Breakfast Club, because that's what teenagers love to do in the year 2000s. All 2000 era teenagers love watching The Breakfast Club. Let's go. What's NSYNC up to? I love Justin. That's an accurate depiction of 2000 era teenagers, by the way.
Is that really what you think? No.
Yeah, that's what I mean. All teenagers in the early 2000s love watching The Breakfast Club, listening to NSYNC, and loving Justin. All right.
Yeah, sure.
Exactly. Don't you remember being a teenager in the year 2000 studying plants in middle school?
No, I've never done that. Oh my god, where is this going?
It all ties in, right? Like, look, you know.
No, it doesn't all tie in.
Yeah, but that movie was really bad. The story was really fucking bad. I barely remembered the plot of the story up to that thing, right?
Yeah.
I really didn't understand what the fuck. I remember the part when they're at the party and they start fighting each other or some shit. Then it became like a weird survival horror movie for some reason. I was like, oh, this is really fucking weird, right?
Yeah.
It's just
Honestly,
like
it's
I was
just
I was so confused on what the genre of the movie was throughout the entire time watching that thing.
yeah, I know. It was a hot mess.
Hmm. All right, but yeah, that
But
was my
anyway,
second worst movie of 2021.
okay. So for mine, the second one would be. Oh my god, and I had to look it up because I don't remember it because of how.
Oh, did you not write this down in your Google
Oh no,
Docs?
no! I have it written down. I just don't remember the movie.
Wait, you have it written out, but you don't have the movie?
No, it's just. Yeah, hold on. I'm going to
Okay.
look at. It's anyway. The movie. It's called Infinite. Okay.
Oh, that one. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just trying to remember which one that was.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Mark Wahlberg
No,
movie.
oh fuck. Okay, yeah. No wonder because it's such shit. This is a fucking one where he's just like he reincarnates and shit, and he's just like, oh, I'm a human being who is apparently above humans, right?
Mm-hmm.
God, like, I don't understand what it. Like, we understand it's a book series, right? We
Oh, is it
understand that
based on a book series?
it is based off
Oh,
a
is
book
it a
series.
young
Yes.
adult book series?
Potentially, maybe. I don't recall. But all I really want to say is that movie was god awful and full of shit. The movie tried way too hard to be like this. I think this epic grand scale adventure when
Mm-hmm.
really it could have used a little bit less of that, or at least the flashy action to kind of focus on the characters. Because
Yeah.
all the characters I really don't give a shit about. And there's that one guy who's like, oh yeah, I always lived as long as this guy, and I go mad because I have to remember everything. I have to remember being born again, my guy. I remember my cells being all made and everything is like, oh, what made me go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. And the other guy just doesn't have that. And
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
fucking
I mean, it's
they
an
are
interesting
eternally set
premise,
apart.
but boy, yeah.
No, yeah, it is an interesting premise, but it's just you take such an interesting premise and you make it so boring,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just kind of lame in general. The action's rather subpar. The characters' motivations are kind of to begin with, right?
Mm-hmm.
Especially because the character has, I want to say, oh well, I don't think he ever officially remembers until by the end, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so. I
but
don't remember either, right?
yeah, I don't know, man. But I'm in like the look. All I'm saying is like I didn't care and the character didn't care. Nobody cared about what
Mm-hmm.
happened in that movie. Okay, it
Right.
was horrible and I
Yeah,
hated
the
it.
only thing I remember about that movie was the ending when Mark Wahlberg's character is reincarnated to an Asian person, but they didn't make it racially offensive and make Mark Wahlberg gave Mark Wahlberg Asian feature like in Cloud Atlas. I would have look if that movie did that, I would have gave that movie 10 out of 10 right there.
Oh my god.
Right, I was like, wow, that's really fucking brave for a movie to give Mark Wahlberg Asian features after he has had a history of attacking an Asian person in the past.
Oh god, that's a step in a certain direction. I'll
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
Yeah.
If they did that, I would have given that movie 10 out of 10. But they didn't. And look, for the fact that there's no Mark Wahlberg anti-Asian racism in that movie, I'm giving that. I will also give that movie a bad thumbs down. Even though we're not giving these things thumbs up or thumbs down or numerical or letter ranking for them. Yeah.
Oh my god. All right, so I guess that's my
Mm-hmm.
number two.
All right, so my third. Okay, guys, it's actually I forgot that we're doing this back to back, so it actually gets confusing on the order. So my third worst movie of 2021, right? It's well, boy, hey, keep it with the sci-fi theme. Parallel Minds.
Parallel Minds. I'm trying to remember that one.
Boy, hey, try to remember that one too, because I don't remember that movie whatsoever.
Oh really? See, you getting on me about not remembering movies now. You. All right, let's see what Parallel Minds was.
It's I'll let you know there is no Wikipedia article for this movie. There's an IMDb for it.
Okay. All right. Well, let's.
Oh yeah, wait, what's it? Well, I forgot. This also has to do with reincarnation. I forgot.
Oh wait, was it one of those horrible indie ones that we saw back in the day?
Probably, I think this might have been an indie movie. It looks like it. Yeah,
Oh.
it's the one where a guy saw past recreate memories or some shit, or he got the memory of someone else, or wherever the fuck, right? Something like that.
Maybe. Let me click on this thing.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm just going to the IMDb page right now, right? Just trying to see how much of this I can fucking remember and try to understand for this movie. I'm just reading the storyline and I'm like, sure, I guess this is what happens in this movie.
Oh, wait. Isn't this just the one where, No, it's not the cop. No. Is it the cop one?
It looks like it, according to the Wikipedia page. I'm sorry, according to the IMDb page for it, right?
When the company's lead engineer is Mr. Murder at the time, technologist Louise Thomas Elliott, an old-fashioned police detective, investigates with interpreter researcher Margot Elson, who are drawn into searching deeper to apprehend the elusive digital shapeshifter. Didn't it turn out to be like the AI itself that was doing it or some fucking
Oh, I don't.
shit
Well,
like that?
once again, I have no fucking idea. This is how forgettable this movie is to me. Like, I don't remember anything about this movie. Like, I actually forgot we watched this movie until I went to the fucking into our list of movies we saw and be like, okay, yes, I don't remember watching this movie. Must have been really bad if I can't even remember the basic plot synopsis of this movie, right?
Yeah, honestly, yeah. So I mean, I guess that says it all for us too.
Yeah,
Honestly.
I'm reading the plot summary for this movie right now. Right, that's the plot for this movie. I'm like, sure, I guess this is what happens in this movie, right? Like I'm reading through this. I'm like, is this what happens in this movie, right?
I guess. You know what? I guess that also. Wow, we just don't. We
Legitimately, like, I actually do not remember anything about this movie. What I need is a mind, the parallel mind of someone who has watched this movie, so I can relive their memory of watching this movie.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay.
So I
Yeah.
guess this
Yeah.
goes into number 3.
Yeah.
My third is Twist.
Oh, Twist.
Yeah. Remember that the Oliver Twist retelling?
Yeah, modern day
retelling,
Oliver Twist with
yeah,
Sir
modern day
Michael
Oliver
Caine.
Twist.
Right?
Yeah, who just sits there, who is very obviously the good guy, who's not so good but still good guy. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
And
Tell the audience why you hate Twist.
Oh god. So fucking dumb. I fucking hate that so much. It's just I don't even know if it was even trying. It felt like it kind of like from what I remember, and I don't remember a lot because I did not like that.
I remembered the parkour, alright? That's how I know that was
Yeah.
it was a modern day adaptation, because he did
Yeah.
parkour, right? Because he was a poor kid on the street who learned how to survive by doing parkour. That's how all
Yes,
poor kids on the
exactly.
street survives, by the way. If you ever visit London, right, and you see some poor kids on the street, they're gonna do parkour, okay?
Yeah, it's their way of life.
Uh-huh.
It's just how it is. But yeah, I mean, God, it's just like first for if blah blah blah. Sorry, I'm rambling. The romance was whatever. The story was again kind of whatever. The heist is just like they don't feel like heists. They don't feel like ultra smart heists if that was what they were going for, right? Also,
Oh, I
like,
forgot
the
it was a
effects
heist
were
film
bad.
as well.
The acting is very lazy. Michael Caine and of course Lena Headey were very much shooing it in. It's just a paycheck for them.
Yeah.
Fucking, the story just feels nonsensical and just like honestly, by the end of it, I was laughing when Lena Headey's character fucking died. It was the fakest bullshit I've ever seen. God. But I mean, it's just a waste of time. Just don't watch it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, we should have watched the 2003 movie called Twist, where it's the exact same premise, but Oliver Oliver Twist is gay in that adaptation. That we still have to do that at some point. I forgot about that.
We're gonna do a Twist month.
Yeah, no. We're just gonna do the movie Twist, the 2003 movie Twist.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. It's okay. Yeah, apparently that might be way better, but according to this, not by a lot.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Then
Yeah.
again, like after seeing what they did with this twist, I don't imagine any modern
Hey,
day
hey,
Terminator
hey,
is
hey,
gonna
don't
be
worry.
good.
Hey, that's the twist, all right? It's when you watch. It's when you watch it, all right? The twist
What's
is
when
the
you watch
twist.
it? The twist. Shut up. My
Oh
God. What's your number three?
no, but there was a lot of mine. That was my number four. My number four movie
Oh yeah.
was China Salesman,
Oh God. You know, I
starring
very
Steven,
deliberately.
starring Steven Seagal for like 10 minutes.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, he was only in that for like 10 minutes,
Boy, hey,
wasn't
that
he?
was a all right. So I am not rating it as a bad movie. Besides the fact that it was a bad movie, I rate it as the worst movie because we got no Steven Seagal when we were promised Steven Seagal, right?
Yeah. I'm
I
trying to
was
remember what
expecting a
happened in
full
that
movie where
movie.
Steven Seagal gets to live his dream of saving Asian people, because that is his number one dream, is to go around to save Asian people.
Yeah, he has that. I- what what race is he? I guess.
He's like,
I didn't want. I
I
was
know
about to
he's
call it white
European.
saviorism,
I don't know
but
what European country he's from. I want to
okay.
say
So.
Serbia, right?
Mhm.
Boy,
Serbia. I mean, maybe.
let's see. Let's see. He was born in Michigan, all right. So that's a good start.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice to know.
Uh, let's see. Da. Okay. Apparently he was born in Michigan, but it doesn't. But they don't say to what parents. His parents of origin, right, where their parents came from. But according to this, he has citizenship in United States, Serbia, and Russia.
Right. I remember that whole Russia thing. Yeah.
But boy, hey, that was my worst because we watched that as part of Steven Seagal gifts, right? The only time of the month where it's all Steven, all Seagal, right?
Yeah.
Right? And there was no Steven Seagal there was not enough Steven Seagal in that movie for me, alright? It didn't meet my Steven Seagal threshold of a Steven Seagal movie, okay?
Yeah. You know what? That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
I will accept that, even though all Steven Seagal movies are bad as shit. But whatever.
Yeah, but the good thing about Steven Seagal movie is the fact that it's literally you're just there to watch Steven Seagal, right?
Yeah. And if you are, get some therapy.
That's right. And that is why you also have that book about Steven Seagal's history on your bedside table.
That's no. I don't. We know this. There's no one. There's no book like that here. Let's continue with this.
Uh-huh.
So I guess for my number four, and I have to remember what this one was.
Do you have uh-huh.
Don't worry, I can just. This one is called
Oh
Vanquish.
yeah, Vanquish. Yeah.
Oh wait, isn't that the one with the Ruby Rose
Yeah.
character
Yeah, and
person
Morgan Freeman.
and Morgan? Yeah, okay. Yeah, he like she has a daughter, right?
Yeah. I'm remembering this movie now. Yeah, right.
And then I guess Morgan Freeman's just a jerk or something.
No, I think
And he's trying to
I think
I
the
mean, he was a
story.
jerk, but
No, I think the plot was Morgan Freeman like used to be this cop or something that's trying to track down the drug lord, but then he became injured, so he couldn't serve anymore. So he decided to start forcing people to do his war on crimes for him. So he kidnaps Ruby Rose's daughter, no, not right, and forces her, hey, go
yeah,
fight these drug lords for me, right?
yeah, because she happened to be like in this old this used to be assassin type of thing.
Was she used to be an assassin?
I think so, yeah, because she was surprisingly good at it, you know. Well, I guess if we consider the choreography to be good at all, but yeah, she did.
Uh huh.
She did fight. She used to be a killer, a contract killer. She wanted out of that life,
Boy, I did not
which she
remember.
provided
I
for
did not
for
remember
her.
that part whatsoever. I just remember the fact that Morgan Freeman just kidnapped some child and forced her mother to go kill people for him. Like that
Yeah,
was the
I
only
mean
part I
it wasn't
remember,
like
which
it
was the
was good.
funniest thing.
Because again, it's like this is just that kind of movie where it was just like, yeah, it was short lived, not short lived, fucking. they're here for a paycheck is what I mean to say. I don't know where my mind's going today. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
she was here for a paycheck. Morgan Freeman was there for a paycheck. Literally, this is like an indie movie where somebody scrounged up enough money to hire them, and they were like the ones who were willing to do it. And then that's basically it,
Yeah, yeah.
honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's just like it's as bad as a lot of the indie movies we've seen here.
Yeah, I remember there
You
was like
know,
some really bad effects in that movie, right? Because I remember the scene where she takes drugs, and it was the funniest thing ever. Watching the on camera effect of how they used to represent her taking drugs or something.
like it was just like a filter or something, right?
Yeah, it was like a filter. Like they did that ghost effect where the character would move, but you see like the still image of the frame before,
Yeah.
right? It was like the funniest thing. It's like someone, it's like it's something I would do in a video where I would, right? Where I just go to go to effects, scroll down to dissolve, look for filters. Right?
Yeah.
Right,
Oh
remember
my
that?
god.
I like that's like the main thing I remember about that movie, as well. Which was
Yeah,
like
that
the
sounds about
bad,
right.
was like the really bad weird effects that they used in that movie, right?
Yeah, honestly. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean, again, it was like it's indie movie. They don't have shit. They can't really do much. But it's still a bad movie. Whatever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That was my number four. All
That's
right, so
right.
we are on
And
your
so
number
for
five.
my pick of the worst movie I saw in the year 2021, not my number
What you
one
saw?
worst movie I saw in 2020, but one of the worst movie I saw in 2021 was
Okay.
2020 adaptation of. Oh, hold on. Let me get this right. It was the 2000. Hold on. Okay. It was the 2020 adaptations of the 1937 Charles Dickens book Oliver Twist, set in the modern day. Twist,
God.
starring
Oh my god.
starring Michael Caine.
What a twist
That was the
this has turned
twist.
out to
The
be.
twist was me setting up the twist. That's how I.
Oh.
That's how I
That
did.
was the twist. It's the setup of the twist, not the actual twist itself.
No.
It's just the setup of it.
That
Oh
was
my
all
god.
I wanted to do. Wait, is there a 2000? Oh wait, no, that's just called Oliver Twist. Okay, never mind. I thought there was a 2005 movie called Oliver Twist, but it turns out it's just a movie called Oliver Twist. In the all right, but who the fuck?
Mhm.
Right, but yeah, hey, the movie Twist was really bad. All right, I don't know what's been said before, right? I don't know what said, but I did not like
Yes.
that movie. Okay.
Uh-huh. Yeah, thanks.
It was
Tell me
really,
more.
it was really bad because how they make this movie seem so serious, right? But it was hilariously bad, right?
Yeah, it's
Right?
not good.
Because you had like Oliver Twist just doing parkour, which I was like, okay, cool. If you want to put parkour in your movie, sure, right? I have nothing against people doing parkour or whatever, but boy, it was just funny how they just made Oliver Twist do random parkour stuff, right?
Honestly, he should have taken lessons from Zuos. Really should have.
Boy, okay, so I tried to go to the Wikipedia page for the actor that portrays Oliver Twist, but they don't have it. So because apparently all it does is redirects to his father's Wikipedia page, which is funny
Oh my
as hell.
god.
Yeah, because apparently that's
Just
apparently.
really don't bother doing anything.
No, I guess the son's not relevant up to be. But yeah, no, that movie was. I just read how bad the opening act was. That's how I knew the movie was so fucking bad. Was the opening act, right? Because we open up with Oliver Twist just sleeping in a museum, right? Which I guess, yeah, in a museum you're not supposed to do that, right? But they make it real serious when he gets chased by the police. Well, not by the police, but like the security guard, right? Right? But as soon as he exits the building, the security guard stops because he can't leave his workplace, right? Because all he did was just said, "Hey kid, don't sleep here," right? Right? It's like, he's not like because the security isn't gonna make a big deal of this. He's just telling this kid to fuck off, right? It's not like Oliver Twist was like stealing something or anything, but he was just sleeping there. He just wanted to get the kid out. But Oliver Twist takes it so seriously, like he's being chased by the security guard to the point where as soon as he gets out, he started doing all the parkour stuff. I was like, Why are you doing this? You have no reason to do this. The guy literally stopped at the end of the stairs. He's not gonna chase you for sleeping in a goddamn museum. But they just cut to him just parkouring across like buildings for no reason. It makes no sense. Like the funniest opening bit to establish a character, right? Like if this was like a beginning of a heist, right? Like if he stole something of value, yeah, it makes sense for people to. And he has to do all these cool parkour shots. But no, all he did was fucking sleep in a museum. And then he made it seem like, oh god, I'm the most wanted person. All of a sudden, gotta parkour my way out of here. Gotta pull an Assassin's Creed, right?
Yeah.
Right, that's how fucking stupid. I mean, that's how fucking stupid the opening bit was when they tried to establish his character, because they tried to make him modern by making him cool by showing him how to be how cool he is by having him do parkour and everything. I was like, all right, that's fine. You want to make Oliver Twist a cool fucking character, but I don't think making his biggest crime the way you gotta set up his what a badass is by making him sleep in a museum like his greatest crime, right?
Yeah. It's just him, lazing about and doing.
Yeah, like, he always was sleeping in the museum like that. And, like, if I remember, like the security guard wasn't even being a dick about it. He was just like, hey kid, you can't sleep here. That's it, right?
Yeah, and then he kind of runs.
Yeah,
off,
then he takes that like at face value, like he's getting attacked or something. He just fucking runs, and then he starts running, right? And then the security guard chases after him for no right. At that point, I was just thinking, is this kid okay? I should probably catch up to him to make sure he's okay and call a proper parent or guardian to come get him, right?
Yeah, do the sensible thing.
Yeah, right. It's like sort of like the security guard was probably the real hero of the movie. He was trying to make sure this kid sleeping in a museum was okay. But fucking Oliver Twist was like, fuck, what was it again? I'm gonna go back to my greatest villain origin scene. It's like that scene in Meet the Robinson, right? With a fuck, I can't remember the villain's name, right? You know what I'm talking about, right? In Meet the Robinson.
Wasn't it the hat?
Yeah, the hat guy, right? Right. It was like how he tells the origin story about how no one liked him or everyone was against him, but when it cuts to the flashback,
people were like inviting him and shit. He just ignores them.
Yeah, then he said they all hated me, but right? That's what this origin story reminded. That's what the opening scene reminded me of.
Yeah, that's about right.
Also, someone just randomly gets shot in this movie for no reason. Even though there's been no build-up or we established that people can get shot in this movie, right? Like, it literally comes out of nowhere where some character gets shot.
Yeah, but hey, look, she was evil, alright? In the end, she was the bad guy.
Yeah, but it's just so fucking weird. All of a sudden, we're just gonna be like, oh, fuck. Oh, wait, we have guns in this universe? Even though we established, like, guns are a threat in this universe for people to... Right? Because there's, like, a bunch of teenagers stealing stuff, right? Like, all of a sudden, oh, yeah, here's just a woman with a gun, and she can kill you. It was like, oh, wow, that's a fucking big stake you're just gonna throw. That's a big twist! Some would say.
Okay.
You're gonna throw
moving on to my number 5, because I know we're not gonna move on from this shit. Oh my god, it's my number 5 is Chaos Walking. Oh my god.
Well, let me drink this water before I choke. Hold on.
Okay, sure. Surprised you didn't choke earlier with that rant, actually. But anyway.
Okay.
My number 5 that I have on my list is Chaos Walking.
Okay.
That Tom Holland, Daisy Ridley, and Mads Mikkelsen.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Fiasco, I'll call it.
Yeah, that movie was filmed like 4 years ago, right?
Yeah, It was like done finished filming 4 years ago, but wasn't it like being I don't remember if there was a history that I had to be aware of.
I think they had to do a reshoots or some shit, right?
Because I'm trying to remember, like, was it owned by Fox, and that's why it wasn't like out because Disney bought them up and it changed everything.
I'm trying to look for a list. No, this was Lionsgate.
Oh, Lionsgate.
Huh.
Now, what was going on with Lionsgate then? Huh.
Yeah, no, I think they filmed the movie. They did test screening, right? And then no one liked it. They're like, all right, we gotta redo it, right?
Oh, so they kept trying, and then it's just like, well, it's more of a net loss at this point, so they might as well.
Yeah, right, and that's why it took fucking forever to release the movie. But yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but man, that movie was such a it's such a shit show, honestly. God, I don't know
There
if
is
it's
no
just because
Blu-ray
it
release
was.
of this movie. Is there not a Blu-ray release of this movie?
Well, why would you want a Blu-ray
Wait,
of a
oh, hold
movie?
on. Hey, when's Christmas?
When's Christmas? Well, technically it's past, so.
Wait, there is a Blu-ray release of this movie. All right, interesting.
Who would buy the Blu-ray
You
for this
can
movie?
buy it for $15 on Amazon right now. That's
Oh,
still.
no,
Hey, you could
no,
buy
you did.
GI. You could buy Snake Eye, GI Joe's Origin, also for $15. Oh, hold on. Okay, I'm misreading this. You can buy the Blu-ray for Chaos Walking for $14.89. Okay. But for an extra 13 cents, you can buy
Uh-huh.
Snake Eye G.I. Joe's Origin instead.
Wow, 13 cents more? Whoa,
That's how it's
what a bargain.
That's how I'm gonna value movies right now. I'm gonna value by the Chaos Walking scale from now on.
Oh my god, is that how you're gonna measure it out now?
That's how I'm gonna determine all my units of measurement for now. Like how many Chaos Walking Blu-ray is this? Boy, also this movie somehow has 289 reviews
This
on.
is
It has a 4.3 on Amazon. This is fake. I don't believe this shit whatsoever.
I'm just trying to determine, would it be like would a Starbucks coffee be like 5 chaos walkings?
What? No, Starbucks coffee does not cost $3. A Starbucks coffee costs $5 at minimum now.
So 5.
Yeah, one Starbucks is one third Chaos Walking. Okay,
It's 1/3 chaos walking.
that's right.
It's only 1/3. Oh my god.
Yeah,
So
but keep
so
going
wait.
on
So
why this movie was bad.
how much is a snake eyes to make a chaos walking though?
Okay, boy, hold on. Boy, if Chaos Walking is 1486, right?
Mhm.
And Snake Eyes is 1499. We have to keep adding up until we reach the fucking what is it, right?
The remainder or something like
No,
that.
right? They have to until one of them equals each other, until they both equal each other with the same price. But I don't think you can get that if something's 13 cents, right? Because 13 cents will never equal 100, right?
I mean, no.
Yeah, right, yeah. So you can't. So you can never have an equal value of Chaos Walking to fucking what to take a, oh well, baby, I looked it up. You would need 7.7. You need 7.7 Chaos Walking to equal Snake Eyes.
7.7. Oh my god. Oh my god. We actually coming up with some actual maths now.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh
We have to
no.
do this. We have to do this. Look, we have to find out the value of Chaos Walking. All
So
right.
wait, do you think when when it comes for the apocalypse, instead of bottle caps like in the Fallout universe, it'll just be chaos
Oh,
walking
just be
Blu-rays?
Chaos Walking Blu-rays. We
Yeah,
have to do
uh-huh.
anything. We have to trade Chaos Walking Blu-rays. And the best part is in the future, we're not gonna have Blu-ray players, right? We just
Yeah,
collect
uh-huh.
Chaos Walking Blu-rays and that's it.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, that's genius. Let's have that. Do you think when I go to Fogo de Chao, I can just bring a bunch of Chaos Walking Blu-rays? And I said, do you guys take Chaos Walking Blu-rays starring Tom Holland and Ridley Dizzy?
No, no, sorry, sir. We only take snake eyes here.
Oh,
No, we
they
don't
only
take
take
chaos
Snake
walkings.
Eyes. Oh, that's even worse.
God, imagine the exchange rates. God. Alright, I mean, whatever. Chaos walking is shit. I don't even know how we just ended up into this. I'm honest to God, baffled by how we
Yeah.
got here.
Yeah, oh boy, that's pretty fucking great. Yeah, but yeah, hey. But yeah, no. Okay, let's actually go to the reason why you think Chaos Walking is a terrible fucking movie.
Oh
Because we
God.
went on a whole fucking Chaos Walking exchange rate system that
Yeah,
that
we
went out of
did.
control.
Well, I guess if we're talking about in terms of like what was the like The story is very like out of sorts with itself. It's very much edited, so I can't exactly keep up with the flow of it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, God, I don't really remember. I mean, what was the plot?
It was like Daily Rizzy came from space or some shit.
Like I think they crash landed, and then I guess they had a war with some alien species. Then they're like, oh, we established they're the enemy, that kind of stuff. But apparently, I guess they're actually good people or something. That we don't really delve into the aliens a lot.
Right, I forgot because it was like it
Um,
was something weird in this universe where everyone's thoughts was
you can see,
projected every
right.
single time or
Yeah,
some
well,
shit.
at least
Like,
only the men's, and then women were like fine and all, but then something happened to essentially uh make it so that they're not relevant within the picture until later on when we find out they escape because the Mads Mikkelsen is a character is a dickhead or something. I think it's been a while and I can't exactly say.
mm-hmm.
Um, God, I don't know. It's just like I'm trying to remember what happened in that.
Yeah,
It
it
was
was
like
something about, like
not
with Daily Rizzy character can't project her thoughts or some shit.
well. It's because she's a woman and a woman don't
Oh, that's right.
their
Yeah, yeah,
thoughts
that's
don't
right.
get
There was like no
projected.
woman in this earth or some shit, right?
Yeah. Uh
Okay, yeah, now I'm
huh.
starting to remember the plot. Okay, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and then I don't quite remember what the deal was with uh what was his Tom Holland, right? Tom Holland's
Yeah, yeah,
character.
yeah. He was horny or
Yeah.
something. He's like, oh boy.
Yeah, I don't know, and I guess he has the special power of projecting his thoughts as something else, I guess. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Right?
Um God, I don't remember. It was just like the I just remember the editing being bad, everything being bad. There's that one religious nut dude whose relevance I don't quite know what to make of it, you know?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That was weird as shit. Um, Mads Mikkelsen as a villain, I don't really feel him as a villain. He's just kind of a guy
Yeah,
who
that's right, because
chats
he
with me.
was, I think he, like, lied about something about Tom Holland's mother or some shit, right?
Yeah, I don't quite know what the deal with that is, but it was a thing.
Yeah, uh-huh, uh-huh.
Uh, Tom Holland used to have gay parents. Now they're no longer alive.
Oh, right, I forgot about that. Yeah, yeah, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh.
Otherwise, I don't quite remember.
Yeah, there's a lot of
I
weird
just
stuff
know.
in that movie.
Yeah,
Apparently it was
I
based
don't
on a
know.
book. I guess the book might be real, right? I don't
Yeah, I
know
don't
if
know. The
it...
book's real. Yeah, it's just poorly adapted, if anything, I
Oh,
believe.
it's because of those. It's because of Hollywood, all right. Hollywood ruined the story by all the reshoots, all right.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, wait. I think the reason why I got delayed so was they finished filming the movie, right? Right? They finished filming. They gave it the test audience. Audience said this movie was really fucking bad, right? So when they try to
Right.
get reshoots done, this is like during when Tom Holland and were peak, right? Well, peak is really weird.
Uh huh.
Like, this was when they became super famous, right? For movies, right? And they're like, ooh boy, and they're like, ooh boy, nah, we can't do that. Just say we're filming Spider-Man. Gotta give us a different date, right? Right, Daisy really doing Star Wars. You want her to come back to film for that? She's filming Star Wars, all right? She's filming the greatest Star Wars movie ever. Wait, hold on. Fuck, what's the last one? What was the last one?
Rise of
She's
Skywalker.
filming The Rises, the one that will save the Star Wars franchise and launch the Star Wars into a new generation.
Who the fuck said that?
Her agent, all right, and Disney.
Right. Oh, her agent and Disney don't know shit.
Oh, what do you mean? Did you not like the last Skywalker, William?
Yeah, nobody liked the Rise of Skywalker. How about that? Nobody did. Everybody hated the sequel trilogy except for those who don't know because they just don't know any better.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and that's where I'm gonna end it on that. Okay. So
Okay.
you better get on with your point real quick.
Oh no. No, what do you mean? Wait, hold on. I have no more twists to say, alright? Were you expecting a
All right,
twist?
no, we're done here then. Okay, I
Oh,
banish you, Austin.
what do you banish me? What the fuck's that?
I banish you from this spoiler cast right now. Okay, no more of
You're
this.
gonna banish me?
You brought up Star Wars. You're banished now.
Am I gonna
Okay?
go to the
That's
fucking
what's
planet
happened.
like Luke and drink weird alien cow titty
Yeah,
milk?
look, you're gonna go over here and drink some fucking green milk and think on your life choices, mister.
Right?
That's what's gonna happen
Like
now.
like how I almost killed a child? Like my father before me?
Okay. Anyway.
Hey, and like, if you think about it, what Luke said was right. He is a Jedi, like his father before me.
Oh god,
He
no,
did
but
try
he was already... He was turned by then! He was turned! Okay? He was already turned by then, it's okay, it's not a Jedi. That's just a Sith way. Anyway, fucking... how do we end this?
I don't know.
How do
I
end
got
this?
there's no ending segue for this. All right, is that all the movies we thought were bad in the year 2021 that we watched?
Yeah, for the 5... Honestly, I'm surprised that most of our choices didn't intersect as much.
Yeah. To be fair, there was actually a lot we actually did watch a lot of bad movies. I thought about doing honorable mention, but then I realized, fuck, that would actually be too many movies to do honorable mention. So I actually had to fucking sort this out for my 5 worst movie I saw this year, right?
Oh,
Like we actually saw a lot of bad. Now that I think of it, we actually saw like a lot of bad movies in 2021, more than normal, than what we would normally watch.
Yeah.
Like I actually had to cut it down. I actually had to cut it down from my initial list. Like originally, I wrote down like 10 movies. So I was like, ooh, that's too many. Gotta cut this down, right?
Yeah, Jesus.
All right. Okay. Yeah. I got nothing else to say.
Yeah, me neither. I'm good.
Oh, all right. Coronavirus is so thing. Wash your hands. Wear a mask. Get your shots. Kate, thanks. Bye.